I want to talk about this lamb steak recipe and let you know that it is one of the easiest recipes to cook. The lamb steak also has a bone in it, and if you love eating around the bone, this is definitely one for you. In today's video, you're going to see multiple products that I talk about, but I'm not talking about them to plug them. I'm not asking you to buy anything. There's no discount codes. I'm just showing you what I use and what I love. And I think that's one of the things is authenticity. I don't use any AI in my videos. All the food you see is real, and all the products that I am using today are products that I use on a regular basis.
Hi everybody, this video is sponsored by Coverado. For your car covers, you cannot beat Coverado. The quality craftsmanship on these things is amazing. Take a look here at the before pictures. Here's my Jeep Rubicon. It gets a hell of a workout. Barbecue equipment, it gets dirt sand. I'm with the search and rescue team throwing equipment in. And this is the after. And people think this is a new car seat. It is actually a car cover. They're 100% leather. They actually wash off and clean really easily. So if you have any needs for your car covers, check out coverauto.com. They've got lots of different vehicles and trucks on their site, and you can pick out a custom car cover for your car. Please check out the discount down below. And thanks again for Coverauto for sponsoring this video.
Now, for the marinade, I want to talk about that first before I show you these beautiful steaks. I did a combination of things. This is actually algae oil, and I've read a lot about algae oil, and I keep seeing this stuff, and I see that the smoking point on these is 535 degrees, which is insane. There aren't any other oils this high. If you look at avocado oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, I have the graph up here you'll see that talks about the temperatures for the smoking points. This is an incredibly high smoking point. The other thing I'm going to show you is I do like the flavor. It has kind of almost like a buttery, nutty flavor, and it is clear. It's not yellow like olive oil. And put that on there. And it's really a neutral oil. You can taste that little bit of flavor in it, but it's not much, which is great because you're not going to have to worry about injecting other flavors into things you don't want. It also has 13 grams of omega-9, which is absolutely fantastic for you. And I add that into my Ziploc bag. In addition, I go ahead and I salt everything with this Sergio's seasoning from the Golden Steer Steakhouse in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this seasoning is absolutely incredible. The mesh on this, the blend, is perfect for meat. I use it on everything, and you don't need to use tons of various other seasonings. You want to keep things simple, especially if you're going to be using something like the Japanese barbecue sauce. This is roasted garlic. Now inside my bag, I add 1 squeeze of lemon, and that's lemon juice, fresh lemons. I just cut it in half, add it in the bag. I put in my algae cooking oil, probably only about maybe 1/4 cup. And then I put in about 1/2 cup of the Bachan's barbecue sauce. And then I add some salt as well. Now, normally I won't add salt. Salt's going to go ahead and extract some moisture, but that's what I want. That's going to help break down a little bit of that meat. So anything in there that you may think isn't as tender will be buttery tender when you get done with these steaks. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the steaks. Now here are these fantastic lamb steaks. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in, and the aroma on these, you definitely smell the roasted garlic. Now I want to talk about a few other tips when you're grilling, especially steak. You do not want to use that big, huge steak fork to turn it over, or forks to stick in there and puncture that meat. You're basically breaking the seal. You're going to let the moisture escape out of the meat. And with something like a lamb steak, it isn't super thick. So we want to retain that moisture as much as possible. Now, to retain moisture, you want to sear, and you want to seal it really fast. So you want to cook very, very hot. Now, there's several technologies that are out there, and one of them that I'm using tonight is infrared technology. This is the Schwenk grill. Again, Schwenk didn't pay anything for this. It is a grill that I have that I love using. It is an infrared grill. There is no fire coming out of this. The infrared burners are at the top, so you can do a reverse sear on this. You can keep the meat very low, and there is only one temperature that's fully on, but you can raise and lower the meat inside the grill so you can control that and get that hot sear at the end. Now, some people want to go up and sear it right away. Other people want to let it get warm, depending on the thickness of the steak, before they go up and do the sear. So you can do a standard sear, you can do a reverse sear. For the lamb steaks, I'm going to suggest that we do that super hot sear because infrared actually penetrates through the meat entirely. So you're not just cooking the surface, you're cooking the inside at the same time. Now, the two things you use is you want to use a tong, and I heard that if you click the tongs, it brings you good luck. So we're going to click the tong and use metal. Don't use ones that have the non-stick or the plastic ends on them because you will melt them. The other thing you want is a really good instant thermometer. This is one that I have from Tyfer. Again, Tyfer hasn't paid me. This is a company that makes a really good instant thermometer, and it's really fast. It's a half a second. So when I stick the meat in, I want to make sure I know the temperature immediately because you don't want to leave your meat on longer than necessary. Now, most people will say, well, cook your meat to 165 degrees. I won't get into it, but I have videos on time, temperature, and safety. Take a look at those on my YouTube channel. But the most important thing with this is we don't want to cook this over 135 degrees. Now, people will say, lamb, my God, that's going to be raw. It's not, because remember, you're cooking this. When you pull it off, we're going to let it rest for 5 minutes. The temperature's still going to rise, and we're going to get up into the 140s. If you take the lamb till it's medium well or well done, you're going to destroy all that flavor, the delicious juice. You want to keep the lamb at a medium rare temperature, and I can't stress that enough. So we're going to go ahead and put this lamb steak on. I've got the Schwenk grill heating up. We're going to hear that incredible sear, and then we're going to plate it up and show you how this lamb steak looks. Now, the Schwenk grill is 1500 degrees. Notice the infrared burners up there? You do get some splatter from the lamb, but you don't see any fire coming down at all. This is infrared technology, and it's penetrating that meat. I'm going to make it absolutely awesome. Look at the color on these already. This is 30 seconds. Look at the difference. We're going to turn it over, and we're going to go for another minute. Take a look and see what it's like. Now, the other beauty about infrared technology is you don't get any flare-ups. You'll have no fire on the bottom of here. And so I really like the fact you don't have to worry about that. And at the end of the day, I can see those steaks, they're starting to bend and curve a little bit. They're getting that cooking going on inside, and it's smelling amazing. Let's go ahead and check our turn number 3. Oh, it's looking good. Look at that. This is exactly what we want. Turning it over, you can see the difference. And it's going to get drier as we go along, but I think there's going to be done on this next turn. We'll be at 2 minutes, and our steaks will be done. Throughout the 2-minute mark, we're going to pull these out. We're going to check our temp and get a baseline and see where we're at. We're at 119 degrees on this one. We're at 100 and look at that, 121. Nice even cooking. Now I took this out. We're about 130 degrees. And I'm going to let this rest for a little bit because it's going to rise. You just saw it go up. Took out the second steak and it's still sizzling. Look at that. The juice is on the loose. Look at this. Okay, our final check on our temp. Look at that, 145 degrees, 146. It just shows you that the temperature rise on these goes dramatically up. So you don't want to cook them to the final temp because you'll just blow them over and turn them into shoe leather. Let's go ahead and get some rice on the plate. So we have our final lamb steak. It is absolutely, the juice is just amazing on this thing. Look at this coming out of here. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and cut into it, take a bite and see how it tastes. Go ahead and check this out. Beautiful, medium rare. Look at that. Fantastic. That's what we wanted after the rest. Remember, if you pull it when you think it's done, at the final temp, you're going to be way overcooked. Oh, that is so tender. I get the hint that roasted garlic, the lamb, and I think with the rice paired with this. That cilantro lime is amazing. I think it came out really, really good. So remember, get out there. I want to have you grilling. I want you to check out the recipe down below. It's got all the ingredients and the measurements. Marinate your lamb steak and give it a shot on a ripping hot grill. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Smoke on, baby.